Hey citizens, thanks for stopping by. For today's video, let's take a close and personal of this 2019 Chevrolet Colorado Trail Boss. The Chevrolet Colorado Trail Boss is the intensified and leveled up version of the regular LT 4x2 variant that is the base trim powered by a 2.8-liter Duramax Turbodiesel engine that producing 200 horsepower and a whopping 500 Nm of torque paired to a 6-speed automatic gearbox. For this video, I'll take this Colorado Trail Boss for a full walk-around review and showing you the most interesting features from the interior as well as the exterior. So what are you waiting for? Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy of this review. The Colorado Trail Boss is powered by Chevrolet's Duramax 2.8-liter turbocharged diesel engine that features a dual overhead cams, 16-valve, and an inline 4-cylinder with common rail direct injection, variable geometry turbo, and intercooler. This engine is receiving 200 horsepower at 3,800 RPM and a whopping 500 Nm of torque at 2,000 RPM. 76 liters of diesel fuel can be carried on this truck, having the compliance of Euro 4. 16.5 to 1 is the compression ratio, and this was paired to a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Since this truck is a two-wheel drive vehicle, the power is sent on the rear wheels. Base is a little puny. That is how I describe the base model in different certain cars that is sold in the market. But if you look at the base trim of the Colorado, and yes, it looks zero on each and anyone's perspective. But what if the base turned into boss, or zero turned into hero? Well, Chevrolet Philippines introduces the new variant for the Philippine market is the leveled up and sporty rugged badass truck of the base LT 4x2 trim, the Chevrolet Colorado Trail Boss. Before that, let me give you a quick background details on this truck. The Chevrolet Colorado started its production in 2003 in the US, replacing the S10 predecessor as the first-gen model until it ends in 2012. The second-gen pre-facelift was launched in 2012 for the international markets, and later, the second-gen in the US was introduced in 2014 for the 2015 model year with different designs and features as compared to the Global Edition. Few years later, the Global Edition Colorado was given a facelift for the 2017 model year. September 2016 is the date that the facelift Colorado was landed in the Philippine shores. After 3 years when the facelift Colorado was launched, a new variant has slotted the lineup, and that is the groundbreaking Trail Boss. The Trail Boss is based on the LT trim, but with a more intensified look to it, as well as a totally rugged image like a true badass motherfucking truck. Sorry for that. Anyhow, the Trail Boss is equipped with a Trail Boss package that will make this truck to be more attractive and aggressive, such as a Colorado decal on the rear tailgate, a Trail Boss decal, a side step running boards, a sport bar for the cargo bed with Colorado badging and LED high mount stoplight, a black fender flares, and a black front grille with black Chevrolet bow tie badge. In my own point of view, the Colorado Trail Boss is truly an attractive truck that will make your jaw drop. It's rugged, it's masculine, it has a strong image, and it is a very tough truck that you could have on a 1.4 million Philippine peso price tag, which is pretty worth it on a budget. Just like a meal that is served on the table, the Colorado Trail Boss is definitely delectable than the regular LT variant. Hence, the Colorado Trail Boss is a truck that transforms from zero to hero, or from base to boss, or from puny to robust. Even it doesn't equipped with a 4x4 layout, still the truck drives like a true American badass motherfucking cowboy. The rest of the exterior features for the 2019 Colorado Trail Boss are halogen multifocal reflector headlights, front fog lights, indicators on the body-colored side mirrors, body-colored door handles, rear incandescent taillights, black steel step rear bumper, and a spare tire that is mounted underneath at the cargo bed. Safety aspects of the Colorado Trail Boss are 2 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, limited zip differential, side impact beams, speed sensing, auto and drive-away door locks, ELR seatbelts, ISOFIX child seats and tether anchors for the rear seats, and an alarm system with engine immobilizer. This Colorado Trail Boss is fitted to an 18-inch, 6 double-spoke black alloy rims that are covered in 265/60 R18 tires. Brakes are ventilated discs in front, while the rear ones are drums. For the suspension, the front gets independent double wishbones with coil springs and gas shock absorbers, and axle suspension with leaf springs out back. Approach, departure, and breakover angle of the Colorado Trail Boss measures 30 degrees, 22 degrees, and 23 degrees respectively. Total ground clearance of this is 220 millimeters. Speaker down there, bottle holder, storage, mirror controls, central locking, window controls. All 4 windows in this car are fully powered, and all of the windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions. You have also your window lock. This lever right here pops up your fuel door, and pull this lever right here pops up your bonnet. Headlight switch, brightness adjuster lever, and the driver's seat of this Colorado Trail Boss gets a fully manual adjustments with your seat back, and this bar down here controls your seat sliding position. You have the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side. Got your seat back and seat sliding position down there. The Colorado Trail Boss uses the electric-assisted power steering system with a rack and pinion type. A 3-spoke design leather-wrapped steering wheel is standard on this Trail Boss with contrast stitching going around the inner rim, satin silver highlights found in each 2 spokes, and a multifunction controls can be found at the left spoke of the steering wheel. A 6-speed automatic gearbox is offered on this 2.8 Duramax Turbodiesel engine with manual shifting capabilities using via the plus and minus on the gear lever. Leather padded center armrest, and underneath you have a decent amount of size storage area with a USB and auxiliary integration, 2 cup holders, or 1 cup holder in the storage, little storage right there, hand operated parking brake, two power outlets, some more storage, and another storage right here, hazard switch, got your standard climate control system, different modes together with your recirculation button, fan speed together with your your defrost button, and your temperature together with your air conditioning button. The Chevrolet Colorado Trail Boss gets a Mylink infotainment system head unit, which features a 7-inch display, various media connectivity options, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, and 4 speakers for the sound system. Now here's the screen itself, and at the bottom of your screen, here are the sets of buttons that you can control the infotainment display. Home button, telephone button, seat track, and your volume knob together with your power button in order to turn off or on your infotainment display. These are flanked with 2 air vents. On top, you got your storage, wiper controls, and your indicator controls. On the indicator stalk, you found a rotary dial, set and clear button at the end, and your menu button. All these controls that are corresponded you to control the multi-information display right within the instrument gauge. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your audio controls with your volume, seat track, your mute, and your voice recognition system that doubles up as your on-hook and off-hook buttons for your Bluetooth telephone menu. Now, the steering wheel on this car gets a manual tilt only, adjusting using this lever right here. Grip handle located at the A-pillar for the driver's side that helps you to sport while getting in and out of the car. The driver's side does get a sun visor, interior lights right above, and a manual dimming rear view mirror. The front passenger side does get a sun visor with a vanity mirror. Grip handle for the driver's side, front passenger side, as well as at the A-pillar that helps you to support while getting in and out of the truck. Nicely sized glove box. Got your speaker down there, bottle holder, and the little storage, window control. The rear seat base can flip up in a 60-40 manner. By doing this, locate the strap, pull it, and then the seat base flipped up. Make sure that this seat base won't fall down by using this hook right here to lock it in place on the rod. Just hook it up on the rod of the headrest, and underneath you have your storage. We will take a look at the 60 portion later on. Now, aside from this seat base by flipping up. The rear seat backs do fold down in a one piece. Doing this, locate those two straps on both sides, pull it up at the same time, and then you can fold the rear seat backs down. Simple as ABC. You can use this portion as your storage area. I do set the driver's seat in a position that I feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'9", which is about 1.7 meters tall, and I do have the room to stretch out my feet underneath of the driver's seat. As for leg room, I have slightly more than this, while I have this much in terms of headroom. Not bad on the space of the Chevrolet Colorado. You have a generous amount of space that you could apply on your feet. That's pretty generous. And in terms of comfortness, you have a nicely padded cloth seats, which gives you a nice and soft feel. And at the same time, that slightly bolstered seats gives you a nice support. And overall, not a bad back seat of the Chevrolet Colorado. You don't have storage pockets in the front seat backs. You have also a 12-volt power outlet right over here. On the 60 portion, there is one storage right here with your toolkit and jack. Grip handles on the ceiling for both sides for the rear, and you also have a cabin light. The Colorado Trail Boss's cargo bed is measured by 1,534 millimeters, 1,484 millimeters, and 466 millimeters in length, width, and height respectively. Maximum payload is 1,000 kilograms, while the maximum towing capacity is 3,500 kilograms. A bed liner with cargo hooks is standard on this Colorado Trail Boss. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this full walk-around review of the 2019 Chevrolet Colorado Trail Boss. If you like this video, make sure to hit thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, if you're subscribed to my channel, please hit the notification bell button to get notified for my latest updates. And don't forget, follow all of my social media platforms. As always, I'll see you next time for more latest videos on YouTube. Thanks for watching and mabuhay!